What's good, CTers? Today we're headed to Miami to highlight one of the South's most important rap hubs, Slip and Slide Records. This label gave us raw street records, club classics, and put Florida hip-hop on the national stage. In this episode, we're checking in on the artists who dropped full-length projects or were prominently featured on releases under the Slip and Slide banner. So if someone you expected isn't on the list, it's probably because they never got that big push or were more of an affiliate. And real quick, before we dive in, don't forget to check out our Raised Me merch inspired by iconic rap labels like Cash Money, Rockefeller, and G-Unit. And for full-length album reactions, tap into our Patreon. Links are in the you-know-where. Alright, let's get to it. Deuce Poppy, aka Deuce Papito. Originally signed to Slip and Slide, Deuce Poppy had one of the most distinct voices on the roster. His fusion of crunk energy with Miami bass made him a standout, especially on early 2000s records like My Cadillac and his appearances on Trick Daddy albums. While he didn't drop a full solo LP under Slip and Slide, he was everywhere in the mixtape scene, even affiliating with Luther Campbell's Luke Records for a time. After his label run slowed down, Deuce stayed active behind the scenes, writing and developing younger artists out of Florida. Under the moniker Deuce Papito, he dropped a few independent projects including Eviction Notice and Independently Major, keeping the hustle alive on digital platforms. In true OG fashion, he stayed tapped into local scenes in the MIA and continues to represent the city on his own terms. Trey 6. Often mistaken as an R&B group due to their melodic leanings, Trey 6 was actually a rap duo consisting of CO and Money Mark Digler, repping the Miami scene and standing tall on the Slip and Slide roster. They were part of the label's earlier push to diversify beyond just Trick Daddy, contributing a street meets party vibe that aligned with the energy of early 2000s Southern Florida hip-hop. Their single Get It Girl had regional buzz, and the duo earned stripes from their appearances on Slip and Slide compilations and Trick Daddy features. While they never quite broke nationally, they carved out a loyal base in the South and left their stamp on Miami rap history. After the buzz wore off, CO appeared to step back from the spotlight, while Money Mark Digler kept a more visible presence. Digler continued to drop solo music independently and stayed active behind the scenes, working with other Miami talent and representing the 305 in interviews and local platforms. His gritty delivery and loyalty to the Slip and Slide brand made him a respectable voice among Miami hip-hop heads. Trey 6 may not have been the breakout stars of the label, but they were a crucial part of its ecosystem, a reminder of the deep bench that gave Slip and Slide its signature sound. Plies. When Plies burst onto the scene in the mid-2000s, he brought a blend of gritty street anthems and surprisingly soft, emotional tracks that earned him fans across the board. Backed by Slip and Slide and his own Big Gates records, hits like Shawty, Bust It Baby, and Hypnotized helped him chart multiple gold and platinum singles. He carved out a lane that was both hood certified and radio friendly, not an easy balance to strike. But after a strong run of albums and singles, Plies shifted his focus. Around the mid-2010s, his music output slowed, but his personality exploded on social media. Instagram became his new stage, where his rants, usually delivered shirtless with golds gleaming, were both hilarious and insightful. Whether he was preaching about Sweet Pussy Saturday or talking grown man accountability, he managed to stay relevant in a way few rappers could. In recent years, Plies dropped a few EPs and singles, and while they haven't charted like his earlier material, his presence in the culture remains. He's one of the rare artists who successfully transitioned from hitmaker to internet philosopher without ever fully stepping away from music. Whether you're here for the quotes, the humor, or the throwbacks, Plies has managed to age gracefully into a beloved uncle of hip-hop. Jay Shin. Jay Shin was one of the first R&B acts to emerge from the Slip and Slide camp, and his '99 debut, My Soul, My Life, introduced fans to his smooth vocals and a Miami take on bedroom music. His breakout single, One Night Stand with Latasha Scott of Escape, had moderate success and was seen as a strong start for the singer. Despite having some label support and aligning with the rising popularity of Trick Daddy and Trina, Jay Shin struggled to build on that momentum. He parted ways with Slip and Slide and went the indie route, releasing music on his own terms. Over the years, he's dropped multiple independent projects like All I Got Is Love and Born to Sing, which lean more into adult contemporary R&B, showcasing his maturity and songwriting chops. Jay Shin also dipped into tech and entrepreneurship, launching a digital platform that allows indie artists to distribute their music. Though he never became a household name, his contributions to early 2000s R&B and his resilience in the indie space deserve a nod. He's a classic example of an artist whose journey went beyond the charts, one that reflects the grind, pivots, and passion it takes to make a living in music after the spotlight fades.
Remember those albums that changed everything? The ones you played on repeat? The soundtracks of your story. Now, they're not just memories, they're wearable. 8 classic albums pressed into every hoodie and tee. For the ones who grew up on that real hip-hop, and the ones who are still catching up, this is more than merch, it's a tribute. Wear what raised you. Available now at shop.culturalisttheory.com.
Trina. Trina will forever be the baddest bitch, and that title still carries weight over 2 decades after her debut. Originally introduced to the world on Trick Daddy's Nan, she carved out her own space as one of the few women dominating Southern hip-hop in the early 2000s. Her albums like Diamond Princess and Glamorous Life cemented her legacy as a confident, sexually liberated, no-nonsense rapper. Though mainstream success never reached Nicki or Cardi levels, Trina's influence can be heard in nearly every female rapper to come out the South. Over the past decade, she's kept her name alive with mixtapes, features, and reality TV, including Love and Hip Hop Miami, where she brought both transparency and flair. She's also launched the Trina Day Foundation and has been active in charitable work in her hometown of Miami. Musically, she dropped The One in 2019, her first full-length album in nearly a decade, and though it didn't make major waves, it was a reminder of her staying power. She continued touring, hosting events, and making surprise appearances at festivals and showcases. Trina's still regarded as a pioneer and queen of Southern rap, not just for what she did, but because she's still doing it. She's not chasing trends, she is the blueprint. Trick Daddy Dollars. Trick Daddy was the gravel-voiced poster child of Slip and Slide Records, a Miami rap icon who put Liberty City on the map. From www.thug.com to Thug Matrimony, his early 2000s run was a Southern mainstay, mixing party anthems with real-life street sermons. While he never quite cracked the mainstream the way some of his peers did, his influence is undeniable, especially in laying the groundwork for artists like Rick Ross implies. In recent years, Trick has become more known for his outspokenness than his music. Whether it's defending his controversial takes on Beyonce or showing off his home cooking skills on social media, he's remained in the conversation. His cooking show I Got My Pots became a viral hit, showcasing his personality in a whole new way. Health-wise, he's been public about his battles with lupus and other issues, earning both sympathy and criticism for his lifestyle choices. More recently, he reunited with longtime collaborator Trina to share a Versus stage together. Despite the ups and downs, Trick remains a beloved, if divisive, figure in Southern hip-hop. He's not chasing charts anymore, but he's still unapologetically Trick. And while we've covered some of Slip and Slide's most notable names, yes, we know Rick Ross got his start here too. But don't worry, Rosé's story deserves its own spotlight, and we've got that lined up for our upcoming Where Are They Now MMG episode. In the meantime, if you want to see how Rosé stacks up, check out our Rick Ross album rankings here, alongside Trick Daddy and Trina's, all live on the channel right now. Make sure to subscribe for more, and if you're really rocking with us, head over to that Patreon for exclusive album reactions you won't find anywhere else. And don't sleep on the Raise Me hoodies and tees. Show love to your favorite label and rep the culture. It's your man CJ for CT. I'll catch you on the next one.